But yeah, that was my lights thing with
So he bought the
doing
button
lights.
up.
He gave me, I think, $5 for the button.
All right.
And I was like, well, I'll give it to you after. I'll give it to you. No, I'll buy it. I go, all right, I'll just tell him I lost it then.
Yeah.
But it was like I had no idea. I'm fresh here. I'm just like in the theater department. But by the time I got here, I'm nobody. They don't know who I am. So. Oh, you can do lights.
Nobody.
You can do the lights.
Right,
so I'm doing
right.
the lights. Well, I made more money than the rest of those people. I'll tell you what.
Okay, so Ann Kelly.
Okay.
Back to digits. Ann Kelly, married to Mark Ross. Michael Bezarek is going to call me up and say, he played with Brian Ferry or something. Is that it? Hello? Mark Stephen Ross. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, cause
I know he's on my Facebook page.
The other Mark
No,
Ross.
the Mark Ross is no longer among the living.
Okay,
and he was with
the
us in Jet Red.
Mark Stephen.
And he was in Eric Martin Band and 415.
He was in Jet Red?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yes,
But
he
not
was.
that same guy.
Just like
Anyway, so,
that
and
long?
the digits. So,
For 2 years. He was
so-
we started the band together
With Jet Red.
with Mike Frowen and and then I got Mark Ross when I moved to San Francisco, and I actually called the 415 house when Eric Martin Band kind of dismantled. And I was trying to get hold of John Nyman, who's in YMT. I wanted John, and Mark answered the phone, and Mark and I are old friends. So I just went, well, can't pick one. I'll take either one of these guys. So Mark became a member, and that's when we played at UOP with YMT and Poison New Year's Eve
I
in
saw that. I
'86.
said, wow, God, what a trip.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
That was his last show, but there's another story altogether.
Oops.
So the digits were there, and then there was Collage, they were called, right? Collage.
Yes.
And so that's like early 80s.
Yes, 79 forward. Because if you look at your demographic or your discography,
Yeah.
because I keep thinking it's always later. I'm thinking 80 because that's when the lights broke. In July of 80, we had the #1. But when I look at the build-up, it's the work before the accolades, and you go, 78, 79 is the first Devo and B-52s.
Right, that's, yeah.
And they were doing Rock Lobster the minute it came out.
Oh, they were at that. Okay.
And they were doing Life During Wartime as
Right,
soon
that's
as it
what I
came out,
remember.
and
That
All
sticks
Stood
out.
Still by Ultravox. And
Those
those
two
are all
sticks out.
79. So
Yeah.
it's 80 was when everybody's momentum had caught up, the inertia thing, and everybody was playing and
So
booking and
what were you in? You were in
Lights.
Lights in 78 until what
from
time?
78 to 82. 4 years.
Man. And you guys did all like the festivals and stuff? The
All the
Cal-
outdoor
Cal
Turlock,
Expo
yeah,
and-
all open for Jefferson Starship at the Stockton Civic.
right.
I
saw that show. too.
Fox Theater with Elvin Bishop and Greg Kinn, every VFW, California Ballroom, Stockton.
Blowing
Ballroom,
stuff
all those.
up, literally.
Yeah. Merced, we blew shit up. So,
Literally.
Well, we had pyro, and
Yes, but it was out of control pyro. and I remember at the California Ballroom, there was a scorch.
Yeah.
Because it was kind of a low ceiling.
Yeah.
And
Tom
it
was a pyro. I mean,
yeah,
he was
Who's Tom?
Tom Caswell. He was
He's
our.
just this pyromaniac. Not pyro specialist.
Now the night of the
pyromaniac.
Merced show where we actually made the Walter
So you guys had your own
Cronkite.
pyro guy?
Yeah,
Separate.
and he ran pipes with gas lines.
Yes.
Not just your average flash pot with a little magnesium and gunpowder.
my
We ran
God.
gas lines, right? So these huge walls of flame would go up.
And this wall of heat.
Yeah, no, I mean, it made Kiss look like pikers, man. There was a couple of shows where I was scared, right? But one night in Merced, Atwater, we played the show, and the irony was the posters read, the most explosive band you'll ever see. And a jealous, psychotic ex-boyfriend of a girl I was dating was got out of the Navy, was dishonorably discharged for mental incapacity.
Oh, PTSD? I mean,
Yes, and
that's what
so
happened.
he shows up at the gig before we go
Oh,
on, and he plugged all the gas lines, and it turned them into pipe bombs. 4 people went to the hospital. There was a hole through a wall that went through another wall. If anybody had been standing in front of it, they would have been dead.
This is before Great White, man.
Oh, way before.
Yeah.
I jumped up we opened with Max Webster's High Class and Borrow
Borrowed
Shoes,
Shoes,
right?
I love that song.
Open with that, right?
Yes.
And we barely wham, right? We keep playing, can't hear a thing.
Yeah.
I jump up and it blew me all the way back into the wall and landed and just went, yeah, that's rock and roll, right? We kept going at the end of the song. We're like, good evening, Merced, completely oblivious. So someone went, you fucked up with that bomb, man.
Whoa.
Fire department, police, sheriff goes, looks like a war zone in here. So, That was the last time we used
Made
pyro.
national news.
Yeah,
Did they
we
take-
were on Walter Cronkite
Did
that
they take Tom away for that?
Yes, he did. He got hauled off to jail that night. Fortunately, we had an attorney who was our manager, and we got out of everything.
And what about the psychotic Navy guy?
They couldn't pin it.
How did you know?
Because I saw him there before we played, and he was gone before we started, and he said, "I'll get you."
And when they did the arson investigation, did it turn out to be that there was clogged up?
I don't think they pursued it that far. I think
Oh,
Merced just liked the attention.
I just, yeah,
We're on the paper. We're cool. We're gonna get you,
bastards.
bastards. But yay! You know, we never saw a thorough investigation because I was the one, and our concerns ended up being dealt with the fact that one guy got seriously hurt. And he maintained that he was permanently crippled now. He could never work again. He hadn't worked in 15 years. He was a drug addict. He used to be the star football player and was just at the bars every night. He was a fan of the band and saw an opportunity here, thinking, well, they're on their way. They got a hit single. I'm going to sue these bastards.
Oh, wow.
And he's the only one. Everybody else, they got minor, you know, they did have to go to emergency, but they were nice about it. And they were like, it was an accident. You know, this guy's just going, here's my golden opportunity to retire without having to work for a living. And one night we just decided to play him at his own game. And we got these two really hot girls who go up and ask him to dance. And he just threw those crutches down. Well, we had him ply him with cocktails first.
Yeah.
So he got nice and limber. And then they said, hey, baby, you want to get out and dance? You know, if you can move, you can. So
Crazy.
videotaped the guy just
Yeah.
boogieing,
His
like,
court.
oh, yeah, you're disabled.
Yeah.
You know, threw it out of court. We walked away. So it was.
And you
enough.
came into the town? Or you
I was here in '82. Yeah, moved up from
that
Los
was 1 year
Angeles.
later?
Huh?
That was 1 year later?
Well, like I said, they were broken up by the time, pretty
Yeah,
much
yeah,
by,
we
by
were
the time I got up, the
Okay.
lights were done, and then, soon after Jet Red's come in. Oh, I got a question. Let's stop this and start it up.